do, Ski? It's your boy Who34. Today, guys, we're checking out Doctor Who. This one is season number 13, episode number 5. Y'all, this is a penultimate for the Flux mini-series, whatever it's supposed to be. Last time we saw the angels, and this episode ended off with the Doctor turning into an angel herself. So another great cliffhanger that the Flux has really been nailing. With that being said, let's see how they're gonna decide to go about setting the stage up for the finale with episode number 5. As always, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And with that being said, y'all, let's get into it. Yeah, Jericho, awesome side companion.
Accident. It was made. It was placed.
No! You got baited, fam. Let's get into it. How do we chisel the Doctor? Survivors of the Flux by Chip. Okay, what are we doing? I think they did that just for merchandise sake, to make Funkos.
Except blinking.
What are we doing here?
We are conversion. Converse, Doctor, you always have.
They're so sadistic. Holy smokes.
And where we left them.
Okay.
They are lost.
Don't jinx it.
Yeah.
Loving the fits.
Be on the lookout for.
It was nearly a kebab. Let's go.
Afternoon. What was it again? One tag.
We're here.
The angel dimension.
Return to what?
Please remain still while quantum realign.
Let's go! They look so nice
Who is it?
with the season 13 treatment.
I'm the Doctor.
Okay. Oh, man got yoinked.
3 years now.
So you've been there for 3 years?
We'll never get back. The atrocities to come.
Wow, we just glossed over that.
We have to stick to it.
Casually just burned 3 years of your life. Oh my gosh. Wait, why don't you just stop the fuse? Wouldn't
If it wasn't for your
the play be stop the fuse? I don't know. Actually, what do I know about bombs?
Who would guess every time?
Yes.
Why do I have to be the stowaway? One, please.
Oh god, here we go. Nice. See ya.
I was just about to bop him with his own teapot. Now we have an additional conundrum. We appear to...
Uh-oh.
Long at all, sir. Back from... You wouldn't be interested in running an eye over what we're planning, would you? It has to be good.
I mean, if you insist.
There's an incredible stroke of luck you being here.
He wasn't ready.
I won't know where or when you'll be, or if you're on your own, or with Dan, or whoever, but this is the task.
Okay.
Earth has been shielded from the Flux, but it'll be vulnerable somewhere by some smart people. You need to figure out that date and help the Earth.
I'm trying to think of this in retrospect of the whole series. This is a pretty big task that's being asked of a companion, let alone a new one like Dan, right? I'm trying to think. I guess Martha had a pretty big task too, like during that whole, saga when they took over. Yeah, I might have to think about it. It's pretty hefty, no?
Being evasive, a completely transparent power move, and not very effective.
Propulsion levels.
Better.
But who are you?
So you'd like to know about division?
Yes, please.
Yes. Are you in charge of it, or just behavable?
It began on Gallifrey as a group to ensure the safety of our galaxy. As our
Okay.
ability to travel grew and our horizons broadened, division
How much did it interfere? How big has it become?
colossal
Okay.
across space and time. Its influence.
Where are we now? Because I looked far and wide across the universe.
She's hiding something.
And there was nothing.
Where are we?
No comms, and their ship is falling out of formation. Earth's shield is now breachable.
This guy's really just a big woofer.
Taking remedial action.
And this is where the traces from Pisano lead, so
Where do we dock without being noticed?
The question is, will they find each other? Or will one of them perish?
Taking remote charge of your ship.
No, don't do that.
Uh-oh.
We are time. You are both our playthings and our power source.
The division. The control center from which all our operatives were directed.
Outside the
There,
universe.
Beyond divisions, but many more.
Holy
breach.
smokes.
Dimensional engine. What sort of virus?
You got out.
Excuse me?
Division. And you... I mean, morality was always your flaw.
This is kind of nuts.
Except even then, you interfered, disrupting the flux, just as it came into
That's what I'm saying, Doctor.
Throwing yourself and a TARDIS.
Who even are you?
You don't remember.
No, I don't.
I'm even across the regenerations.
What?
Me.
Who are you, Mom? Master?
I'm the one who found you. I'm Tecteum.
Oh boy, that makes sense.
Cool mother.
Oh, bitch! Also the creation of the unit, yeah, that makes sense. So this was Tech, for short form. And now I wonder, do you remember that there was that scene in where there was that woman and they didn't really describe who that was? Was that Tecteun now, in retrospect? Anyway, they just dumped a whole lot right there.
A few residents disappeared overnight, and this box was the only anomaly. The constabulary insists it's not theirs, and we can't even...
Yeah, it does look special.
Its purpose is to detect non-terrestrial life forms. Here we go.
Right when the TARDIS is there.
You really are a fool, aren't you?
See ya, brother. Oh, that looked like it hurt. It's got spikes on it and everything, dude. Oh, literal symbiote.
That's to be called Grand Serpent.
Well, don't just stand there, man. Call a doctor.
That's great.
Pattern optimization in
Call a
increasing
doctor.
Spatial distribution and
Through it. What if whoever left me there was taken by that wormhole?
What if?
My life.
I gave you a life. Everything you are is...
Oh my goodness.
I understand. You adopt them, use them for reassurance, for company. They're your experiments, just as you were mine.
Disrespect.
We're not the same.
It's a lot to process right
This
now.
just shows I was right to order your memory.
I really wonder how people reacted to this. Holy shit. Really pushed the gas on the timeless child.
What are you gonna do about it?
Alright, he has entered the simulation.
I was with your friend, Dan. I'm looking for someone.
So casually.
Well,
Just mentions that.
I'm Di, by the way, from Liverpool. And I've got some scores to settle with this lot.
Sir, my name is Eustachius Jericho. I am an expert in precipients and...
Took you long enough.
I'm sorry?
To get up here. Telephone?
Yes, you use it to talk to people, to communicate. I'm a hermit.
We would have bought a newspaper if we'd have known. I have an idea.
Wow, we put in a lot of steps. The Great Wall. Circa 04. Oh shit, nice beard, Dad.
This power source, reversing the polarity of the conversion plates. I can stop this.
There
and
it
get
is.
out of here before she kills me, because we both know that's where this is heading. And what is that noise?
cannot hear it.
The previous
It's over
doctors?
here.
Uh-oh. Another fucking pocket watch? Pop it open. What?
Decades.
Okay, it's about to get so wonky. Here we
Very
go.
happy retirement.
Don't be a bore, apprentice.
This guy's just going on a killing spree.
Over my dead body.
A poor choice of words there, brother. It's a sick whip.
Turn that
point. There was a time far. They're all long gone now. But I've learned that nothing really.
He's gone. How did he do that? Joseph Williamson. Williamson tunnels.
Historical figure.
A tourist thing. They've been.
Yeah, my granddad used to
Quite a lot going on.
He told me all sorts of ancient history now.
Alfie, would you know how we could get access to any part of them?
Oh, I wouldn't go down there, miss. It's dangerous. No.
All right, Dad, let's go in.
All right, mate.
So much to show you. There's
Okay.
so little time. Come.
Okay, Baze, down to hang with the game. Let's see it.
It didn't escape us.
So what happens when the doctor opens that? How many?
How many people have I been? Dozens?
Triple digits?
Hundreds?
Rejoin me. Come with us into the next universe.
Absolutely not.
Corner for a while.
Ah.
But these are turbulent times, Kate.
Welcome back, Kate.
I'm afraid this is the moment.
I see you, but I care
Mm-hmm.
more than anyone. So I dug deep, past the tampered archives and doctored photographs, past the has been many lifetimes' work for me and my family. I will not let it be
Represent.
sabotaged from down, Kate. I am the head of UNEDITED.
Talk your shit.
And if you don't stop this,
Uh-huh.
I will expose you.
But can it be protected from a bullet? Ooh, a bomb. That's rough. That's rough.
I have your scent. Surrender now or die. Show yourself, coward. This is where I have endeavored to make sense of it all.
So much time jumping. My goodness.
The heart of my excavation. Thought I could save everyone. Now I fear I cannot save anyone.
Lower all defenses. Arm all weapons. Ensure all missile systems are aimed inwards at the planet's surface.
The forces of Suntar, of revenge, to exact.
Be my guest.
Let the games begin!
Kill all resistance, Suntar!
Listen to me. I'm gonna save my friend.
By the energy we harvested from the life forms of that universe.
How about you grab the pocket watch? Okay.
Now I release you.
Goodbye, Tech. Great. Okay. Now, Tech Taeyeon is gone. Damn. And that was my reaction video to Doctor Who season number 13, episode number 5. I genuinely can't tell if it's me just not being in tune with what's going on, or if this episode was just kind of like a big what the fuck in terms of just how many things were going on, the sporadic nature to this episode. And it's weird because I kind of like each individual portion of what they're going for here, but as one collective piece, this episode in particular just left me rather it was rather jarring and left me kind of confused, guys. I'm not gonna front. We have these revelations of Tech Taeyeon and the doctor, her mom. We have this idea of the great serpent, sort of usurping unit from throughout the ages. Tunnels being intertwined. We had the Sontarans sort of overtaking Earth. We had Vinder and Bell and Carvista. So many things going on, and while I think it kind of worked for a few of the episodes earlier on, this episode was just such a clear example of too many things going on, not connecting. And I was gonna say this in the middle of the reaction, but I was gonna wait till the end of this. I don't think maybe 13 episodes would have been good for the Flux, but maybe it's something along the lines of like 8 or 9, just to let things breathe a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I would have loved to see more of Dan, Jericho, and Yaz on their adventures. That was probably one of my favorite moments of this episode. Their chemistry was absolutely on point. Given the fact there was also a 3-year time jump, it had me believe into it a little bit more. But again, even in that, we were just jumping to China. We were jumping to all these different places. and it was just way too much. Didn't even give me time to really process what was going on with these revelations about the Doctor's history. I think Jodie gave, you know, a solid performance yet again here, and I'm really believing her conviction. But now I'm not believing this sort of all these things going on. We're outside of the universe. There's multiverses. That we're just sort of developing so many new ideas for the show, doubling down on a lot of those timeless child elements there. Almost like in some of the lines of dialogue, it feels like they're almost literally just like speaking to us as the audience directly. And now the swarm has popped up at the end of this episode and left another cliffhanger where now Tecteon, after having all these revelations, has just died. So I generally don't know how to feel about this one, guys. If I'm being honest, I think out of all the episodes we've seen, this is by far my least favorite. It doesn't leave me the most excited for the finale. It just feels like it was just jam-packed with all these elements, and they didn't connect at all, and they were just so sporadic. Whereas, you know, I thought an episode like number 3, where it was confusing and it was jumping around, I actually sort of bought into the way they sort of pieced that one together, versus this one didn't work for me. And the comedy of that one portion with the man at the top of the hill was a little just sort of, it didn't really mesh well. I think they've done it much better in this series specifically. And now we're just left with the finale. So we'll see where it goes. Was really a fan of episodes 2, 3, and 4, 2 and 3 especially. So yeah, just a big question mark as to how I feel about going into the finale of the Flux, guys. What did you think about this episode? I'd love to hear your thoughts about this one in the comment section down below. That being said, y'all, we've got one episode left. We still have a ton of questions about what's going on here. So let me know any theories or ideas you guys got down below. But with that being said, guys, that's it for this one. I will see you all for the finale. What's going on, everyone? We're watching Doctor Who. This one is season number 13, episode number 6. This is a finale for the Flux series. Now, they had me on board. I was down for the cause. I liked the premise off the jump, and actually did quite enjoy episodes 2, 3, and 4. Episode 5 lost me. Kind of a train wreck in retrospect. That being said, let's see if it's down for the count and where is going to line up the show for the next season, where Jodie's gonna be, where the cast is gonna be, where the Doctor's gonna be, where the villains are gonna be. What's gonna happen to this multiverse that they're sort of building out? I'm interested in seeing how things are gonna shape up. Always, guys, if you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to smack the like button and subscribe if you guys haven't already. And of course, as always, guys, in case you're interested in getting the full unedited raw reactions and more to any of my Doctor Who reactions from the very beginning, well, actually season 2 finales when the unedited started, so around then, to basically this episode, to the entire catalog, any of the Doctors from New Who, definitely check out patreon.com/fail34 in the description down below if you're interested to get those reactions. They're a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing where this is really going to take things moving forward. And I hope the Flux isn't a fumble, but we'll see. We'll see. I know this is a little bit after the finale, but you know what? I wanted to see it. It's only right that I see it. So let's do this.
Systems
all right, Flux.
At the planet's surface.
We're generating the final waves of the Flux from here.
Are you my mummy? The reoccurring meme of Doctor Who. So, Doctor, dead or not? Okay, yes. Convenient door of death.
I'm leaving this behind.
Yes, do you want the pocket watch? Oh wow, we're in hell.
Raised memories. All those hidden
okay, this could be big, y'all.
Want to explore? How are we back here?
Get your hands in the air.
Was it true about the weeping angels?
How do you know the Doctor?
That's my man's.
Jericho! A Victorian-looking bloke. What's that? A lot of doors.
This is so. I think it's intentionally meant to be like very like.
But seriously.
Abrupt editing. Kind of doing the most here. All right, we're getting into it. Into the thick of it. The Vanquishers. By your boy Chris C.
Peoples of this threat against us.
Okay.
Except mutants under the boots of Shanta.
Oh! The Pari shield surrounding.
Commander, a Lupari craft is detached from the inside.
Attention, road authorities.
They tend to take precautions. Plus, we might get a peek at their operations. Win-win. So
it's perfect. All your loss.
At this point, just get it. Let's keep it moving. Yes. Stop dilly-dallying. Okay. What are we doing? Are there just portraits of the different versions of her? Of the Doctor's self?
And your memories.
This guy must love Minecraft.
or abandon, one of the two. You okay?
I am
It's
now.
just been 4
How long has
years.
it been for you two? Williamson. He built all this 19th century.
Mad Mole, the Veg Hill.
He's like, yep,
on my list.
that's me.
More a book, more a series of books. Let's go. Infiltrate Sontarans, stop the Flux, keep everyone alive, escape Swarm, and put myself back together. Keep going. We start with Operation Sontaran Corner Shop.
Company, march! Sontaran! Sontaran! Sontaran!
They got a sweet tooth.
In exchange for unlimited access to human chocolate, maybe even the recipe. You could make it yourself.
Huh.
If you
Chocolate!
Oh, that's what we're doing. MVP?
The planet's under alien occupation.
Angels.
Can't win them all.
A race called Sontaran. How close were we? Were you my companion?
Whoa. Huh?
Because it would kill me.
Huh?
Put that in your head.
There was a time I'd do anything for you. But you left me.
Oh. Uh-oh. Do you guys hear the tone? You left me. The hyphenation and the anger. Oh, you definitely got Martha'd. Yeah, you were a companion. You definitely, for sure.
Why are we here?
You shouldn't be. That's why now we will ensure that the Flux takes apart your entire universe.
Cute evil
ending
laugh.
with Atropol. And watch it again and again and again.
Run that back. I just want to just mine their heads. Oh my god, it's bothering me so much. The Doctor's being disintegrated.
As our prisoner. And
It's a cool looking shield though.
Airlocked out into space.
Oh wow.
Their bodies now scattered.
Wait a second. You're meaning to tell me that there's 7+ billion dogs just floating out in outside of Earth right now?
Sontaran might.
He's bluffing. Dog, he is distraught.
That was the edge. When you get to the edge of one landscape, transport.
That was the quickest wait.
Prison.
There was no time to breathe there. Jump in the river.
They still have edges.
Y'all know you got an hour, right? Like, this really should have been a couple more episodes longer.
I've been here for a while.
Bro, we're just jumping.
How long did it take to dig this? We're out. Nice work.
Now what?
Wow. That was something else.
Faster, human scum. Your service to Sontar will end in success or death.
And the reward for success?
Death.
Death.
We haven't been introduced. Do you know what this ship really needs is lanyards?
You can call me
the Grand Serpent.
Eradicate them, then rule over a semi-grateful human race. How am I doing at guessing? 2. 2. Wow, you're cute. Yes. So are you.
Oh my god, that face.
Put you on the ferry.
Your dog, and I have. Wow. That poor fellow was good after.
He missed the opportunity to say, "Who let the dogs out?" Dan.
We're receiving the psychic data from
Damn.
the transmat ring.
The multi-doctor story.
Deciphering the information.
Of course. Kate Stewart.
Vinda, can you hear me?
You're the one he's looking for.
He's alive.
Boosting
Wow.
You really should have said that sooner.
Save the universe, never mind the world. Your work is done.
See ya, brother. They finally reconnected.
We've got you back. Wish I'd never had anything to do with him.
No. My plan's more risky than that. I've got tasks.
All right, here we go.
Jobs. It's a...
Exterminate. That's a whole lot of ships. The switcheroo. We have been exterminated. Huh?
Rather non-existent.
I can't get the TARDIS in because of the pull of the flux.
Jericho.
Who has had a life like mine?
F's in chat.
I, sir, am Professor Eustachius Jericho.
With your chest out.
Scourge of scoundrels.
Oh, that's fucking... That was a graphic way to go out. But I'm transferring all my reactions to my external hard drive.
Huh. Way to play to your ego.
All right then.
Your time is heading to its end.
Oh, shit.
No regeneration. No life. Reunify you. But for how long?
Huh? Got the master name drop.
You... Wait. One thing left undone.
I know you're here.
Now wrap up Vinder's arc with this guy.
It's not her you should be worrying about.
I'm sorry for what the Sontarans...
Could have lingered on that a little bit.
I'd better.
Yeah.
Why? Where you going?
No idea.
First left, ninth right, and then third left. Bedroom corridor. Get yourself settled in properly.
Let's go.
Yes.
You want to get out of here? I was thinking about doing just me and Dan.
What I was doing. Going after Carvinista. I shouldn't have shut you out.
No, you shouldn't have.
About me. A life I never knew.
Did you say left or right?
Okay, now what? What, not today? Is that what we're doing? For another time?
Somewhere I can never find it.
I didn't really like that.
Bruh, chill.
And that was my reaction video to Doctor Who, season number 13, episode number 6. This concludes the Flux for Doctor Who for 2021. That was something else, wasn't it, guys? I'm gonna talk about what I liked, I want to talk about what I didn't like, and we're just gonna go on. Some things that I enjoyed out of this episode, or maybe let's just talk about the series generally, was some of the performances earlier on by Jodie. Really did think she felt like the Doctor at a lot of points earlier on in the series, and the Flux, really did enjoy it. I liked the characters of Azure and Swarm earlier on in the series. I thought they were menacing. I liked some of the ideas they're planting, but ultimately kind of went nowhere, and I didn't really like it. I actually think this was pretty fucking bad. R.I.P. to Jericho. He was a really fun little mini companion in this series over the duration of 3 years while all the Flux shenanigans are going on, and he ends up biting the dust this episode. And the time they you know, typically they don't let the companions die because it's too depressing. but they gladly let him in the Flux, which is unfortunate because I think out of every character here, maybe aside from Dan was pretty cool. He was like one of my favorite additions to the series. So that kind of sucks that he died. I was hoping that maybe they would fix up some of the things that they were sort of leading to at the end of episode number 5. But ultimately here, guys, I just found this to be a pretty massive miss and a mess. Like I was commenting on in terms of just the pacing, and I get, you know, we're messing up with time. Time is a person all of a sudden now. Jodie is splitting herself into 3 people. Nifty concept, but the execution was god fucking awful. I thought it was just hard to keep track of what was going on. Like for example, there were scenes where they were talking about going to a place. For example, I think Jericho was trying to talk about getting on the ship, and then the next scene they're already on the ship captured. Like I don't know what was going on this episode, man. It was kind of hard to watch at points. I'm not gonna lie. You guys know I love Doctor Who, but this is kind of fucked. It almost feels like again, I don't know why they felt constrained to do 6 episodes. This felt like this was supposed to be an hour and a half, and they cut it down to 59 minutes, and they just made it so jarring. All these scenes were abrupt, and it just felt so overstuffed. The editing pace to a lot of these sequences felt like my neck was gonna snap. It was just really hard to keep track of what even the fuck was going on, just because they were just trying to type so many things, and by the end of it, it just felt as if they were just going through the checklist of things they need to get done. With Dan also at the end of this episode, I'm like, okay, is he gonna be working at the museum now after all these adventures, after 4 years of travels with the Doctor? No, it's the same situation where he's just teaching people about his adventures, and then he gets rejected, which is fine. But it just like it was such an odd rejection. It was like I thought she was gonna be like, oh, maybe like hold it off for like, or some sort of sweet explanation behind it. But it was just like, nope, sorry, you know. And it's like you were with him and you understood everything that was going on. Like maybe like you understand that he didn't hold you up. Like I don't know. The whole idea of the swarm in Azure, which you guys know that I liked, and I think they set them up brilliantly at the beginning. Mysterious, ominous, great visuals, great designs to them, diving into the Doctor's past. But we never really get an answer other than they're just sort of an unknown off-camera grudge that we have with the Doctor, and they just honestly feel this like wasted potential. We're bad. We want to destroy everything. You know, and it's kind of like, okay, do you? And when it comes to some other additions in the series that they sort of bring on later on, like the Grand Serpent, Bell and Vinder, Kate, all of these things don't really go anywhere. Vinder and Bell are just sort of bland pairing that, I mean, maybe were a little sweet at 1 or 2 moments, but in totality, I didn't really give a shit about them all that much. Grand Serpent was kind of useless. I don't know. Now that I've seen this ending, I kind of feel even more mad that I went through all of this. Like when Bell and Vinder came back together, it's like, I was looking for you, I found you. And he's just like, oh, we're having a baby, sick, nice. Didn't mostly resonate. I mean, I don't know, man. Guys, I was here for, like, part of me was like, okay, if we're gonna go for this 6-series, 1 long story format of Doctor Who, I'm on board. End of the universe, cool, but I don't think it worked. Don't even know where we're going anymore. Carvanista, the Lupari were great. I liked seeing some of the Sontarans pop up here and there, but the whole thing with the chocolate was kind of cringe. And like I said, the pacing, the editing, the general story, the lack of answers, the muddled answers. The universe is still destroyed. Because there's a lack of time, we didn't let certain scenes linger. Even things like the Grand Serpent off alone in space when the door closes, I would have minded like 1 or 2 more seconds even of him just sort of like looking out into space being like, well, shit, I got fucked here. Or the Doctor sort of getting mad about the whole genocide that was just like lightly tossed around this episode. Like, dude, your whole species with regards to, you know, Lupari just got killed off camera, and we just sort of don't give a fuck about it a few minutes later. Truly, I don't know what was going on here, guys. Down for the cause in episode 1, but episode 5 was a no, and episode 6 was an even harder no. That's it for Doctor Who. This one's season number 13, episode number 6, guys. I hope this wasn't a harsher review. This is just my stream of consciousness on this episode here. Overall for the Flux, generally speaking, I really did like Jodie's performance throughout the series. Maybe not in this last episode even too, but again, it's like you're splitting yourself between 3 Doctors, you're neck-breaking editing and pacing. Like Dan, I like Jericho. Thought, oh, and then the whole idea of the Johnson guy, historical element, like I almost feel like they didn't need to make this a historical part. I just almost felt like it was an unnecessary addition. Visuals look great. I think the concept of Azure Swarm are pretty cool, but they severely dropped the ball on them. The Daleks, the Cybermen, and like just throwing all these villains, like why? Yeah, I don't know, man. That was Doctor Who, season number 13, episode number 6, y'all. That was the Flux series. What did you think about this one, y'all? I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this one, definitely be sure to smack the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. It just seems like they're gonna end up resolving this where the Doctor is gonna next season be like, oh, fuck it, give me the pocket watch. I have all these Doctor memories. And then the Master's gonna come back and be like, ha, I told you. And then end of the season. That being said, beautiful people, that's it for me. Peace.